Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to the weather update. It's October 10th, 2019, and it's a little after 1:30 p.m. And kind of surprising, and I wish I had known this in advance. But if you go west of Long Island and you look in New Jersey, you see that the skies are pretty clear over there. Just a few clouds, and the sun is even out here in Nassau County with just a few passing clouds. But out east, it's overcast. And here is your low pressure center, which sort of looks tropical. You can see there's an eye there, and there's also some convection going on too. So again, this is some kind of hybrid storm that seems to have some tropical characteristics to it. Now, if you look at it, it appears to be moving away. Um, and I guess just enough dry air got in on the back side here that they're having some nice weather in New Jersey, which is where I could have been today, had I known. So looking at the radar, you will see that we have some showers and over Suffolk County that are trying to work their way back west again. Uh, but you can see it's completely dry over here, completely dry. So if we look at we're going to look at a couple of observations across the area. So we'll start on Long Island. We'll start at Farmingdale, and we'll get an observation for Farmingdale. Partly sunny, 64. North wind to 20, gusting to 28. So we do have some pretty strong winds out there. Dew point is 40, so pretty dry air. That's why it's not raining, and that's why the sun is out. If we go further east, where it is raining, overcast and breezy, 58. Northeast wind at 24, gusting to 35. So it's not raining there. I guess maybe you got to go further out east to the Forks. Now, if we look at, it says Central Park is mostly cloudy at 63, but if we go and we look at New Jersey, you will see it's a different story. So let's first look at Belmar Farmingdale, where it's partly cloudy, 66 degrees, north wind at 20, gusting to 28, dew point 44, and you can see it's warmer there. So, but you can see that they've had a lot more sun. Now let's go to Toms River, where it's 69 degrees, mostly sunny, and a north wind at 16, gusting to 23. So, and they're a lot warmer today, but you can see they've had fairly clear skies today. We were not expecting this at all. There was a couple of model runs. It was the Canadian, believe it or not, that was saying that this was going to happen. You know, I don't really listen to the Canadian model that much, but in this case, it was right. So again, this is your center of low pressure, and it would be nice if it would just keep moving away and we could clear out. But the models say that's not going to happen. So let's take a look at the models right now. We're going to go to our regions here and first look at the GFS. So here is the low pressure center, and you can see it's pretty deep, but what's going to wind up happening is it's going to get stuck. Whoops. It's going to get stuck for a little bit and then move away. But now it seems like it's not get it moving the rain over Nassau County. So we may not see that much more rain in Nassau County or New Jersey. It may just be Suffolk County now because of this dry air that got into it. And then it slowly moves away as we get into tomorrow. And then we should have nicer weather as we get toward the weekend. All right, so let's look at the NAM model. Let's see, and I will look at the 12-kilometer NAM model. You can see it blasts some precipitation further west toward us, that model, and then pulls it out slowly tomorrow. All right, it's the NAM model, and I'll look at a couple of other ones. The RGEM as well. So it kind of retrogrades a little bit of that rain back into us later tonight. Just kind of has it sit there. But to me, it looks like it's continuing to move away when I look at it on the satellite. So what I'm seeing on the satellite and what I'm seeing on the models is not matching up. Let me look at the Canadian, which again is a model I don't look at, but Canadian also has it sitting there. But if we look at the satellite, again, it appears to be moving away. Look at the eye, look at the circulation. It appears to be moving this way. So the models say it's going to stop moving and it's gonna sit there and loop around. That's what the models say. But it looks to me like it's trying to move away. And it would be nice if it would move away, because then we could get into some of this really beautiful weather off to our west that New Jersey's been having lately. And New Jersey had a nice day today, and I could have been there instead of sitting here doing this weather update. So let's look at the circulation here. So this is the circulation, and we're going to look at the wind speed, because we do have some wind speeds that is strong, but they're mainly offshore. If you look at the wind gusts, see again, the worst of the winds are offshore. So just the east end may be getting to some of the stronger wind gusts. But again, when you look at the structure of this thing, it sort of looks like it has somewhat of a tropical structure to it. So we're going to look at the wind speed next on this. Let's go back to GFS. Wind speed. And I really do think the worst of the winds do stay offshore. So that's the fortunate thing, because it does seem like it's a little further east. And I think the GFS is the right idea of it being further east. And so I don't think we're going to see the worst winds. I think the winds stay off. The Cape and the Nantucket will get hit worse with that. But we will see high surf and coral beach erosion and things like that because of the storm sitting here, obviously. So let's take a look and see how much rainfall that this is going to give us here as we get through to. You can see it hardly gives us anything. It's the east end that gets everything. That's the GFS's interpretation. But if we go and we look at the NAM model, the NAM has it going a little further west. I'm not sure if I'm buying that now. So we'll have to see what happens with this. Let's look at the sky cover. Might as well. Even though it's way off. So this is what it has for this afternoon. Actually, this is pretty accurate. Actually, it's a little inaccurate because the clouds are really reaching over here. But it does have the clouds backing up and then making tomorrow mostly cloudy. And then we're kind of just stuck in it until we get this front through. All right. Looking at the GFS. Go back, see if the GFS predicted this with the cloud. It didn't really. You can see it kind of just has it sitting there, and then we got to wait for this to come through. But then, boom, it doesn't clear it out at all. We'd have to wait till Monday to finally clear this out, and then finally by Monday we can clear it out. So we'll have to see what happens. This low is, it's very hard to predict what's going to happen, obviously, with this, but it's a nice day outside, which, I was not expecting there now, so the sun is out. And, could have been going somewhere nice today. But anyway, this again is the temperature. You see, though, it's warmer to the west. Stays cool tomorrow because of that clouds and the showery flow. Warms up a little bit on Saturday, head of the front, and then drops. Still around 70 on Sunday. So it's still a little bit above normal, actually. Let's look at the dew points. Should stay low, hopefully. We won't see any humidity. No, maybe a little bit of a bump up early Monday morning with that front, and then it gets better. So, with that, I guess that wraps up this weather update. Yeah, if you're in New Jersey right now, you're really having a nice day. I'm really jealous of you. Could have been there, and if I'd known it was going to be like this, I would have been there. Because it's hard to get nice weather, and it could have been in the Pine Barrens today in New Jersey if I wanted to. But anyway, I'm not, so there's nothing I could do to get there at this moment. I can't snap my fingers and go there. If I could, I would. Anyway, that wraps up this weather update. Take care, and thank you for watching.